Hello, Hoosiers. My name is DeMarcus Sneed, and I'm the Health and Human Sciences Educator for Purdue Extension in Madison County, Indiana. And today I want to give you some information about how your eating habits can impact your risk for heart disease. The most common type of heart disease, atherosclerosis, has been associated with foods that are high in saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol, which can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries. That plaque buildup can make it more difficult for blood to flow to and from your heart and could eventually lead to a heart attack. Foods that are typically high in bad fats and cholesterol include meat, poultry, and dairy products, as well as some snack foods and oils like coconut and palm oil. High blood pressure, another key risk factor for heart disease, can also be impacted by the food that we eat. Foods that are high in sodium content specifically have been known to increase a person's blood pressure if they consume too much. When your blood pressure gets too high, it can cause your arteries to become less elastic, which decreases the amount of blood and oxygen that flows to your heart. That's why the CDC recommends making a variety of lifestyle changes, including how we eat, to control our blood pressure. This means eating a healthy diet and limiting how much sodium and alcohol we consume. You would think that most of the sodium or salt that we have in our diets comes from the salt shaker and what we add to our food, but 71% of the sodium in the average American diet actually comes from processed foods. The top 10 sources of sodium include bread and rolls, pizza, sandwiches, cold cuts and cured meat, soups, burritos and tacos, chicken, cheese, eggs and omelets, and savory snacks such as chips, popcorn, pretzels, snack mixes, and crackers. Do any of those sound like things that you eat on a regular basis? To reduce your risk for heart disease, it's recommended that you eat plenty of fruits, vegetables, and other high fiber foods, and limit your intake of sugar, salt, saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol. Now that we know what foods are good for us and which ones put us at a higher risk for heart disease, let's take a look at the current trends in American eating patterns. As you can see by looking at this chart, where 0 is the goal, orange is bad, and blue doesn't necessarily mean good, but means that we're not going in a bad direction, we can see that we have a lot of work to do. When you look at the added sugars, saturated fats, and sodium, you can see that many Americans are getting a lot more than they actually need. But when it comes to the foods that we should be getting more of, like fruits and vegetables, we aren't getting nearly as much as we need. Even though these numbers aren't where we'd like for them to be right now, it is something that we have the ability to change as we become more informed consumers. For more information about heart disease and how you can reduce your risk, contact your local Purdue Extension office and ask about the Be Heart Smart program.